Yo, what's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. This is Drinks with JD. My main man, Manny.
What up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Yeah, thank you so much for sitting down with us here on Drinks with JD.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting us to your place. Can you tell us where we are right now?
We're at Black Wave Studios.
Okay.
Black Wave Studios. We're in Studio A right now.
Okay, and this is your spot?
Yeah, this is my spot.
Okay, so Black Wave Studios.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt, man. Thanks again for inviting us.
Of course, definitely, bro. Of course.
So since it's our first time sitting down together, can you please let the Planet S.O.N audience know who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
All right. I'm Manny Frezko. I am a recording engineer out of San Diego, obviously, born and raised. And yeah, I mean, this is what I do. I do this for fun. I do this for a living, and I do this, for the vibes.
Okay, no, I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, man. So you know how you just mentioned how you're born and raised in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
So where specifically were you born and raised within the county?
Okay, so I was actually born in La Mesa.
Okay.
I mean, over at Grossmont Hospital, for anybody who knows. Yeah, so that's where I was born, and I grew up for a little while over in Spring Valley, and then I moved over to Alpine when I was probably about 6 or 7, and I've been there since.
Oh wow, that's what I'm talking about. So you're just moving around the county?
Yeah, just a little bit. I just went from point A to point B.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
What was your favorite city to live in?
I've been in Alpine since I was like 7. So
Okay.
I love Alpine. It's peaceful. It's peaceful out there. Nobody bothers me. I'm just minding my business. I just do what I want to do out there, and that's it.
No doubt. And that's cool because right now how we're talking before we started the interview, how sometimes San Diegans, we feel like Alpine is so far away.
Yeah, it's funny because that's 80% of the people that I know. Oh, Alpine is so far. But I mean, really, when you think about it, everything in San Diego is like 30 minutes from each other. Like you can go from San Diego to Alpine, and it's about 30 minutes. Once there's traffic, add a couple minutes here and there, but Alpine isn't far.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
No. Also, I guess I just want to mention. I actually started noticing that. When my sister, when she moved to Ramona, so I was like, oh, it's really not that far. Thinking about it, it's kind of far or something, but I don't know.
I think what it is that it just feels far because nobody goes that way.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like everybody passes through National City, everybody passes through Spring Valley, everybody passes through downtown.
Yeah.
So it's like all of it feels pretty close.
Exactly.
But Alpine, it's like okay, you have to instead of going from point, like doing this, you have to do this.
Yeah. Exactly. No, man. Okay, so since you moved around the city, just for I guess the San Diegans, so we could know you a little bit better. Can you please let us know what schools you went to growing up?
Let me see. So, I mean, when it came to elementary school, my farthest memory, I would say, I went to Boulder Oaks Elementary. That was me as a child, and then from there I went over to Joe McQueen Middle School. That's still in Alpine. Then I got into a little bit of trouble. I went to a couple little. Schools for bad kids.
Okay.
Once I got into high school, I went to Granite Hills High School in El Cajon City, which is where we're at right now. And then I went over to Queen Maca College, and that's actually where I started getting my education on music. Well, technically, I started in high school. I took a couple piano classes and choir.
Okay.
Worked on the pipes a little bit.
That's cool, man. That's
but
cool.
but I mean. I got more focused into music over at Queen Maca College, and so that's basically my background.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I guess before we get into the music side, did you ever want to pursue something else other than music?
Honestly, no.
Oh wow.
I mean, since I've been very keen on music since I was about 11.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you knew that at 11 you were interested in music.
At 11, it's not that I was like I want to do music. But at 11, I was rapping with my friends. I was freestyling. That's how it all started.
Okay.
And it, like the friends that I had, they had older brothers that were, recording songs. And I remember they would show us their mixtape or whatever, and we just thought it was the coolest thing. Like it's like, how do you even do this? What? So crazy. And so I was interested, but I just didn't know I want to be doing music. So that's kind of like.
Where it all started.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's where the seed planted.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Now, what made you want to stick to the engineering side of music instead of like different other aspects of it?
So, what made me want to stick to the engineering side? I would say I'm patient.
Okay.
I'm very patient, and I'm very critical, at least with myself.
Yeah.
So when it came to recording stuff, nobody else wanted to do it. Nobody else wanted to do it. So it's like, oh, Manny, can you do it? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. So I would do it for a couple hours here and there, and I would do it every couple of days here and there, and then that turned into, more of a regular thing, and then eventually it became, oh, you should go record with Manny. He knows what he's doing, even though I only knew how to hit record.
Fair enough. Yeah, but you started building your skills.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really what happened. I just started building my skills within, it wasn't necessarily that I decided I'm going to be an engineer. Yeah. It's just more like, I have no problem doing that. Sure, no problem. But I think what eventually happened was I have a very, very, what do you call it? I have a very approachable personality. Okay, yeah. I'm very like, hey, what's up? I talk to everyone, no problem and all that. And so, being that way, I feel like when it came to music, I didn't want people looking at me all the time. Like, I already talked to too many people. I don't want people like coming up to me like, oh, you're Manny. Like, as an artist, that's what you develop. You develop your skill set where you can gain some sort of fandom, And so I feel like I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want limelight per se, So I was like, I can be an engineer. An engineer, you're in the background. That's more about, the people that know you are people that like, it's like, think of like Dr. Dre.
For sure.
Dr. Dre, he's already like an artist and everything established and whatnot, but like, he's a producer.
Exactly.
So the people that should know Dr. Dre are like Eminem, Jay-Z, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like the important people know who Dr. Dre is.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, so it's kind of like that,
Okay.
Like, so I kind of put myself into that position. It's like, I don't want everyone in the world to know me. I just want the people that matter to know me.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
So like that's kind of like what I put myself in a mindset of, so that way, I can become an engineer.
That's cool. That's what I'm talking about. And that kind of reminds me a little bit about do you know Pharrell? Pharrell Williams. He has a partner in his group, the Neptunes, or NERD, I guess you could say, or the Neptunes. Yeah. And he's also a producer / engineer / beat maker / all that, and he kind of plays the background, and like nobody knows who he is, and everybody knows who Pharrell is, and but at the same time, Pharrell, he does the same thing as his partner, but he also likes the limelight as well. You were just talking about how
and another great example would be Billie Eilish. Everyone knows Billie Eilish, of course. Not a lot of people know her brother, even though she does mention him pretty often and whatnot. She has a brother named Phineas. Phineas is an amazing producer, and so he's in the background just making the music. Yeah, he drops his own stuff too, but he's more just
playing the background.
I'm in the background. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so like for me, I think that's the coolest thing ever. Just kind of being behind the scenes, not having to worry about going to Walmart.
Exactly. Like, yo, that's Manny right there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, right now you're mentioning certain people, right? And we were just talking about like Dr. Dre, Pharrell, and also Billie Eilish, your brother. What engineers have inspired you?